Hello everybody, I'm back after a long time. I just remembered that I have a YouTube channel, so I decided to make this video. This video is going to sound a little too personal because I've been isolating myself a lot recently, and I'll tell you why isolating yourself isn't really a bad thing. And also, this video is going to sound more of a big sister advice, and I'm going to be your big sister for a few minutes. Uh, Not just few minutes. If you really want a free big sister, hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's get into the video. When I say isolation, I don't mean cutting off people, hating everybody, or randomly disappearing or behaving mysterious or whatever. What I mean is spending alone time with yourself, that you just sit alone with you and your thoughts and staying away from people's opinion. Uh, because I think some of us spend way too much time thinking about other people or trying to fit in into other people's world that we slowly stop to understand ourselves. And I didn't even realize that I was doing this shit until I sat alone with myself for the first time in a very long time. So, yeah, this video is going to be about that. I think I spent way too much time adapting to people that I accidentally lost myself in the process. I don't mean that in some deep philosophical way. I mean, genuinely, I don't think I could ever separate what I like from what I learned to like just to fit in. I think this is because I grew up watching people a lot, not just watching them, and also observing them, the way they talk, the way they acted, and slowly somewhere along the way, I become too good at blending in, like too good. Let's say if everyone around me loves something, eventually I'd convince myself that I love it too. Not intentionally, but I'd slowly force myself into it until it becomes a part of my identity, like until it becomes believable enough to call it my own personality. So, and the more worst part is I can't tell what's real anymore. And sometimes I just sit there and wonder if I ever had a solid sense of identity, or am I just built from the pieces of everybody that I've seen so far. I think I'm not the only person who does this. I think people can relate. Because when you grow up constantly trying to fit in into other people's world, you stop asking yourself what feels natural to you. Instead, your brain goes like, bro, what version of me is going to fit into this space? Yeah. So after years of you doing this, your own preferences starts to fade in the background. And you become somebody who is more agreeable, easygoing, and somebody who gets along with everyone and fits into everything. And if you're gonna keep doing that, I bet that you never find yourself, and that's going to be one of the loneliest feelings that you're gonna feel when you sit alone with yourself. So, man, I just wonder how people have a sense of identity that feels so natural. Like they exactly know what they like and what they enjoy. That I don't know how people are so sure about themselves. I used to think that everyone was pretending. Maybe some people are, but I think I never really gave myself a chance to understand myself better. So what I did was I sat alone with myself. I did not interact to people a lot. I mean, I did not isolate myself entirely. I did talk to people, but I sat alone doing things that I thought I liked, that I loved spending time with, like drawing, reading books, drinking coffee 7 times a day. Please don't do that. uh, yeah, I was joking. So yeah, do whatever you feel like you love to do. And whenever you spend time alone with yourself and your brain goes thinking about what this person said to me in 2019, bro, stop, stop. If you're getting thoughts about other people or whatever somebody said that's going on in your head, just write it down and do something about it. Or just burn the paper, throw it away. Don't you don't need other people's opinion. And after doing all this shit, and after I prioritized myself, for the first time in a while, I felt different. Like, I wasn't pretending for anybody, I'm just being myself, minding my own business, and that was actually stressless and good.
And that is why
Spending alone time with yourself matters a lot because when you surround yourself with people's opinions and expectations and other shit noises constantly, you are going up your personality, and you are going to become a version of yourself that is easier to accept instead of becoming who you actually are. And I think a lot of us are busy trying to be liked instead of asking yourself that, am I even feeling like myself? Bro, do you even feel like yourself? Ask yourself that question. If you don't, then you gotta stop what you're doing, because you don't have to shape yourself into something more digestible just to fit in. Because the right people will like you not because you perfectly match them, but they like you because of who you are. If somebody really hates you, bro, I don't think they deserve you. Just get out of there. Throw them away from your life. You don't need such people in your circle. And that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. Alright, see you guys in my next video.